All right, what's going on, guys? It's Owen here. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different approach to the way I usually do these Battlefield videos, so let's go ahead and hop in that way. Is take you on the journey of it, which would be like a near 40-minute video going through each fight and all that. But I think A, because my recording of it got corrupted, and B, I think this might just be an easier approach. Let us just go ahead and see do the Battlefield fight against Broly, as that's kind of like the meat and the potatoes of the video anyway, right? Where it's just like, oh, let's see how so and so looks against Broly and stuff like that. So this specific Broly in this case is going to be extreme AGL. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with an extreme tech team. What I think I'm going to do is run the double 130% leaders. Then I'm going to bring the absolute MVP of this fight, being the tech androids, get our damage reduction with Golden Frieza. Hit lowers attack and defense, so we'll bring him. Mass Saiyan lowers attack and defense, and then Super 17 is a decent linking partner for the androids as is. So we'll go ahead and run it like that. I think this team alone is capable of getting the job done. And one thing I didn't think about until right now is if we do get to the super section of this, we're going to be able to take care of, if we don't end up winning in this specific instance, right? What we can do is use the tech god Goku, who is just, he can't get touched by this guy, right? Because he's a movie boss, so obviously there's going to be no damage being done there. This should be a pretty easy clap. What I've noticed is that in specific with the tech androids, they just make this life so much easier, especially getting them in slot 1. We get the Ghost Usher, so right here we're going to make sure we go damageless. We'll make sure that we have damage reduction for Golden Frieza going into the next turn and stuff like that. We'll have Bardock lower the attack and defense, so hopefully we get an additional attack here would be nice because we get the lowering of the attack and the defense. Perfect. So now we have him double attack lowered. We also got a crit, so that helps. The defense lowering is nice, but it's not really like a necessity or anything like that. But yeah, perfect. This was about as good as a start as we could have asked for. Let's go ahead and link the Frieza up with the Frieza. And we are fighting an extreme class enemy, so we do need to go ahead and be careful with our orbs, because Frieza is not going to have that guaranteed 3 key that he usually would have. Broly is stunned or sealed, so we don't have to worry about Frieza getting lit up or anything like that. Maybe what I should have done, now that I'm thinking about it, is put the Frieza in the second slot, but I think we'll be okay. I forget. I think this first form Frieza does lower attack, so it is nice that we're getting that. It might just be defense, though. I forget. Yeah, it's just defense. Okay. Yeah, 14k and normal's not too bad. And then obviously we do have the androids on the next turn anyway, so we should be good. Just, it's really, really hard to take damage in this specific instance, right? Because right there we got another attack lowering, so his attack's already been lowered 3 times, and we basically just got started, right? So yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and guarantee that we what's the word? Yeah, let's go ahead and get the support for from Janemba. Yeah, so right here we're gonna guarantee that we don't take a super, because this is like, just look at how good these androids are, guys. Like, I know on global I'm pretty sure they're live on both both versions right now, so it's like these guys they're just so good, right? And this is a prime example. This is going to be like, even for global players that just like when this comes out, I know that Broly is going to be difficult, right? And this is one of those units that just absolutely just counters everything that makes this Broly difficult, right? Just keeping him seal locked is so important. And then especially when some of these units also lower the attack and the defense, just it makes things so much easier, because the physical run, you had to kind of rely on sealing and attack lowering and stuff like that, but that's what just kind of separates this Battlefield from Omega, right? What made Omega so tough was that his mechanic was that he locked a unit that needed to super first and put him in slot 1. So if this was the Omega fight, say this Frieza, or we get stuck like this, there's nothing we can do. The run's probably over. But now with the this new format with Broly, it is not such a death sentence like it would be with Omega, right? So it is a nice change, but it's obviously not perfect. This Broly is really tough. He can take a, I know there was like a clip going around that Truth posted where it was like the physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku did like a double super or something like that and still took like 450k from a super, right? So yeah, this Broly just hits hard as can be, but the idea is that you're not supposed to let him super you in the first place anyway, so that is kind of the strat, right? Yeah, so that's good. That is good. So let's see. Go ahead and grab that. Yeah, so if you're just kind of getting, if you haven't picked up on it, or you should have picked up on it, it's just that the tech androids, they just do so much, right? Like right here, just keep them sealed, get that 2.9. Obviously, that's not the highest attack stat in the world, but when you keep Broly seal locked, there's nothing he can do. So, you know, that AoE hurts, but there's just no way that AoE, especially when we're lowering his attack and all that, it's just not going to do that much. Like, what's this going to do? 20, like, yeah, double digits to him. Yeah, and then hit gets the dodge. That would have been like 25k, right? So now Broly is just stuck in this predicament where it's just, there's nothing really that he can do, and we can just kind of go to town, right? And it just makes life a lot easier. So 17k, we can eat that for breakfast, and then we get hit gets the attack and defense lower even without the super attack. So that is super, super nice. Let's go ahead and grab these. Yep, and now we have the physical orbs for Janemba, and then we'll make sure that we get the 5 of those. So now we get the support, we get the supers across the board. This AoE shouldn't do too much. It's kind of been consistent, right? And then with the guard, this should do double digits. Yeah, and his attack's just been lowered plenty at this point, so we really are looking good. The extreme tech team is just, it's so methodical, right? Like, it's not doing that much damage, but he can't do anything, right? Because Broly is stuck because he hasn't been able to do his super, and he relies on getting that like 400k to get you like down, and like, you know, you could die from the AoE. But when you get the androids on slot 1, you take the attacks away, and then you just start sealing him to death. There's nothing he can do. Like, at this point, we're just like, we're toying with him, right? Okay, now here though, however, this is where things get interesting. All right, so all right, his attack has been lowered. The gamble here, so I'm acting like it's a nerve-wracking situation, but we can get to the super tech team and just go ahead and take care of him. Tech God Goku is just going to like just put him in a body bag, like just he can't do anything, and sealing him at the same time while doing that. So this is where things will get a little bit interesting, because this could be a super, and if this is a super, we're done. I think even with all the attack lowering, we're still screwed. So all right, yeah, we're good, but we definitely would have died from that. Yeah, but now that this Broly is sealed, we have nothing to worry about. I don't know if Mass Saiyan is going to be able to do enough damage, but we will get another attack and defensive lowering from him. Yeah, so 2.8, and then, you know, if this is a crit, we're definitely going to be done here in a moment, but it's been pretty consistent, like the placement where we end up finishing this. Yep, so Final Form Frieza should be able to take care of it. He is sealed. All of those attacks are in slot 1, though. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll go ahead and grab these. And then we'll grab these, and that'll be all she wrote, right? Excuse me. So 3k, this might do a little bit. Yeah, so like you guys can see, even with the attack lowering, he still is hitting pretty hard, right? And then we've lowered his attack plenty. So if this is a crit, this should be all she wrote. Oh, that's so close. All right, so Frieza's going to go ahead and finish it off with the 3 million attack stat. Yeah, as you guys can see, this Broly fight is definitely, in my opinion, a little bit easier than the last one. Maybe I just wasn't running the right units with the super physical team, but I have yet to even really struggle. Like, we got a little bit nervous with the Super 17 situation, but it wasn't anything where it was like, oh my god, there's no way we're gonna win. Beat it in 6 minutes. That is a little bit slow, but yeah. So Broly is just gonna start getting easier and easier, especially with power creep coming along. The next time, maybe when he's in, it's really when things are gonna get tricky. Just because like when he's tech rather, just because the int team is kind of tricky, and I don't have a ton of sealers, and there's no you know, the tech androids, there isn't like one of those for every single typing, so that's definitely where things could get tricky. But that's all I got for you guys in this video. I hope to be a little bit more consistent going forward. I know I've been kind of MIA for about like a week and a half or so, but should be that should be a thing of the past. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on notifications so you don't miss out when I do post Dokkan content like this. Have a great day, guys. I'm out.